Hi, lag. Come on. I'm gonna get so lost. What are you guys? You guys are goblins. Are you something that I can mine? You are. I don't know what you're useful for, but you're shiny, so I'm picking you up. Ow. There must be a spider spawner up there. Cave spider spawner. Dead end. Anything of interest back here? Probably not. Looks like it leads to another dead end. Okay, you don't see me. Well, now you do. And you've got this little jerk with you. The problem with invisibility is not being able to wear armor. But in regards to your question about how difficult this pack is, there is a certain level of difficulty with it. Most of my deaths have actually been in association with going after dragons. Or doing what I'm doing now and pushing way too far into a dungeon without paying attention to where my health is at. I am... Ow. Well, that's a thing. Let's teleport back here, maybe. And we'll just have to try and make a run to get our stuff. Hi, spider. Don't attack me. You are so rude. And I don't think I'm going to be able to spawn right back onto my death point again. Hello again, Hellbond. Hopefully you are doing well. Again, not the keybind that I want. So we're probably gonna... Hello, floor. Have to go back to this one. Creepers. Thankfully, being dead and in spirit form kind of gives you some... Yeah, I saw that you were here earlier. It doesn't mean I can't say hi again. Is Twitch being twitchy? Or is my stream just not being cooperative? I need to repair my sword. I don't know why I just tried to open that chest. Go away! I'm going to die again. Ha ha ha. Got out with half a heart. And all of this stuff will just go back in there to get sorted through later. Hello, heart. How are you doing today? I need to look into... Oh, a lot goes into mending moss. Need to get much farther in Botania. Welcome back, Invis. So, in terms of Botania, the Mage's Workshop, which I actually set aside the stuff for, so there's that. And for now, you're just going to get set there. A grimoire. Grimoire is a textbook of magic, typically including instructions on how to create magical objects like talismans, wands, and magic gems, and how to perform magical spells. So that's a book, 2 ingots, and string. I'm definitely still have some books left over from when I raided the library in the village nearby. Or would diamonds work? A diamond-bound grimoire. And an atham. Ceremonial blade, generally with a black handle. It is the main ritual implement or magical tool among several used in ceremonial magic traditions, and by other neo-pagans, witchcraft, as well as satanic traditions. Okay, so that's 2 string, stick, and a lapis. Which, thankfully, I still have all of my lapis downstairs and haven't moved it upstairs yet. What if you can use a bone in place of a stick, or if I actually have to end up making more sticks? Because that does seem to be a limiting factor in quite a few of the recipes. There we go. this'll take us into some blood magic stuff, too. Aquamarine gems can't be found in rivers and lakes. These gems must be processed in a mage's workshop. So that's molten lumium, luminescence, electrotine, and sapphires or lapis. I don't know if I actually have any lumium. I do. Oh, that'll also give me a chance to get the redstone, molten redstone out of the furnace. Maybe. Not enough in there for a full bucket, probably. Nope, not quite. So definitely gonna need to go mining for more redstone. See how much one produces. Floral Obedience Stick. Will bind all generating flowers in its range to it when used on any mana spreader, and do the same for functional flowers when used on a mana pool. So that's 2 living wood twigs and a mana steel ingot. Blood magic stuff is currently going in here. Yes. Mana steel and 2 living wood sticks. So there is that. The Horn of the Wild is living wood around a pasture seed, which is grass, into a mana pool. There's some grass. Do I still have any mana left in the mana pool? I do. Not much though, so gonna have to set up some more generating flowers at some point. And living wood. So that was pasture seed. There we go. Horn of the Wild is very useful. When the use button is held, the horn will be blown, harvesting grass, flowers, and crops in a 25 by 25 by 7 area around the player. That could be really useful. Oh, that's a lot of infused silicone. let's go see... Oh! I did add another addition to my little family of critters. We have a zombie horse now. And he is cool. It turns out that there is a, what is it called? That's not what I wanted. E. Helps if I can type. So there's this thing called an infected carrot, and it's really easy to make. It's a fermented spider eye with a carrot, and if you feed it to a horse, it will turn it into a zombie horse, but it remembers who owns it. However, you have to make sure to remove any items from it before you do, otherwise it drops them. But zombie horse. Okay, there's a bucket of redstone. And I have no idea what I was supposed to be using it for. What was I supposed to be using it for? Ah, yes, for the lasers. But that, of course, requires 2,000. Which... I should have it here. I'm just definitely going to need to go mining for more redstone. Do lumium and redstone mix. It does not look like it. Okay, there's nothing in you currently. You still have some methane in you. That's fine. So I'm kind of at a stopping point here. At a bit of a stopping point here, at least until the lumium melts. An endoflame. There's that. There's another slime outside of my house. Redstone root. Redstone root is used in many crafting recipes with this mod. Did you already find redstone? Some, yes. So just redstone and grass. Fortunately, for some reason, I have a lot of grass laying around. Okay, first functional flower. The easiest functional flower to make is the Bellathorn. It will utilize mana from a nearby mana pool to hurt mobs, but not the players around it. So that's a redstone root, 3 red petals and 2 cyan petals. There's tall cyan flowers. And okay, I have harvested some red flowers. Apparently somebody just suffocated in a wall. Okay, you can go back there. And I need a bucket of water. Okay. Ow. Okay. Redstone root, 2 cyan petals, plant you, and I need a seed. Which would probably be faster to get from actual wheat rather than trying to break grass. There we go. And there's no point in setting that up yet because my mana pool is currently empty. So you will just sit in the chest for now. Redstone. Or lumium, whichever is done first. So you can go in there, and definitely going to need a lot more. Eventually we'll be able to get it through. Okay, you only need 1,008. You are currently at 1,000. I wonder if this will work. Probably not. Nope. Doesn't hurt to try though. And there's redstone. Let's go ahead and go with the living rock. And mana powder. Need 5 of them. Which I have already from killing things. Or other quests. Not sure which. Alright, so still at a little bit of a roadblock here. At least until I can find a sustainable way to make some more Mumium. Minecart with mana pool. Let's infuse silicone, which is way more redstone than I currently have. Still need to get a demonic will. And a dark power gem. This item can be crafted by using a dark gem with blood using the blood infuser. Since the blood infuser also requires a dark power gem to craft, an alternative ways to craft them is simply by throwing a dark gem in a pool of at least 5 liquid blood blocks placed in the world, after which it will suck up these blood blocks and drop a dark power gem. Okay, somewhere in this conglomeration okay, so at least 5 blood blocks. There's 5. And there we go. Blood infusion core, which is hardened blood shards around a dark power gem. Okay, making some progress in the direction of Evilcraft. Would much rather be making progress in the blood magic, because there's some pretty cool stuff in there. But progress is progress. So, Blood Infuser. As its name suggests, the Blood Infuser can infuse or fill items with blood. Simply put an item containing blood in the left slot to fill up the internal blood buffer, and put an item in the slot directly to the right of the liquid meter to start infusing or filling items with blood. Some items can be filled with blood are vanilla buckets, cells, and the blood extractor. The blood infuser is also the only way to gain undead saplings. Okay, so I'm going to need 2 infusion cores, 8 silicon plates, 8 bronze plates, a stone tank, okay, there's those. Furnace. Two dark gems. And a chest. A stone tank, which is going to require a lot more glass. And stone. Because I think the one spare stone tank I had, I ended up turning into a tank for the creosote oil. Blood infuser. Yes, the 8 silicone plates and 8 bronze plates. Silicone plates. Okay, so it can just be made with these. There we go, there's the stone tank. Just waiting for the compactor to go through its thing. And I think that we had to make filter tubes. Is that what those things were called? Liquid cleaning tubes. Green dye around iron. Luckily, I've got a fair bit of cactus laying around. Nope. There we go. Now, just waiting for cactus to smelt. Hello, Dawn. How are you doing today? I don't know why I grabbed 12 when I only needed 6. But oh well, it'll be useful to have more dyes laying around. And blood infuser. Coolant cells can go in there. I am so sorry to hear that, Dawn. That really sucks. Hopefully everything will be alright, though. Oops. Okay, 2 moss stone. And 2 bloody cobblestone, which I think I actually picked up from somewhere. Oh. Yeah, that couldn't have been pleasant. I am really sorry that that happened to you, Dawn. I can imagine. I mean, having a lumbar puncture isn't a pleasant thing when it goes well. Craft a bowl of empty promises. 3 dark power gems. For some reason, my skeleton horse is swimming. You weren't supposed to solidify. Still work though, so that's okay. But that does mean I need to go out and collect more blood. And 2 dead bushes. Which, okay, I do need more blood for that. Only 800 per. But that still means having to go out and kill things. Okay, let's go see what we can find real quick. I could go back to that dungeon. There's a sheep stuck in the ravine down there. Another chameleon. Oh, well, let's go ahead back to that dungeon and see if we have any luck. Ow. Just another death to add to the list. But that did end up using up the only snare that I had, so I'm going to have to make more of those. Ow. Nope. How the heck are you tracking me so well? Okay, so I do have to add that, and I will add another one in a second when the command cooldown goes away, which I suppose I could change since I think it's only usable by me, so... There we go. I do really need to go back through and delete some of these waypoints. Or death points. It's getting a little ridiculous. That is a... Oh, a minecart with a chest. And a pink unicorn plushie. I like unicorns. Not sure about pink unicorns, but unicorns in general are kind of cool. That is death by a book. Or not. Hi. I don't have a diamond sword on me. Please don't come alive and try and kill me. I'm just gonna walk past you. That's all I wanted to do. You don't want to play this game, Mr. Zombie. Okay, let's start throwing stuff into the backpack, which is full. That's gonna be problematic. Ha! Suffocate, you joke. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Okay, well, we escaped that one. Mostly alive. But we've made some decent progress today. So I am happy about that. I think that we're almost done with Tier 1. So that is nice. Tier 2 Inferium Seeds. I can do that real quick. Actually, I might be able to get a little bit of progress done in Britannia. There's the Tier 2 seed. Tier 2 crafting seed is base crafting seeds surrounded by Inferium. There's that. Coal seeds actually aren't too bad. Rubber seeds, copper, mineral, or mystical. Probably start out with copper. If we can start producing at least one ore through mystical agriculture, that will be one less thing that we need to look for when mining. So there's the copper seed. And I guess we'll make coal seeds as well, since we do have that other one. Okay, so we just need to plant those to get essence from them. So these guys we'll just plant over here for now. And you guys over here as well. Eventually, we'll try to upgrade all of those to Tier 2 seeds or above. I'm going to need to expand this chest out because it is going to be a bit of a mess. Prudentium arrows. So that is flint surrounded by Ethereum nuggets. And then I do have some Prudentium. There's that. And that. And then there's a mystical feather. And of course, of all the things that I have none of in stock, it is once again sticks. Okay, so there's that. And I had to make 24. So that means I will need another feather. Don't know why I put 2 in those corners, because I didn't need those. Oops. Okay. Prudentium arrows. Which I will go ahead and get more of, because why not? They will be useful. Okay, so Prudentium furnace. That is going to require a fair bit. So maybe not working on that right now. But intermedium. Here are you. I have 2 already. Okay. So there's that. That's up to 7. And that opens up a whole bunch more fun stuff. Obsidian, iron, electrotine, dark gem seeds, silicon, sulfur, glowstone, blizz. A tier 3 is a tier 2 surrounded by 8. You can do that real quick. I really do need to put a crafting table down here. It would probably be useful. Good morning, Elknor. How are you today? Okay, so there are those. Block of coal goes over here. Saw goes back in there before I end up losing it again. Go ahead and repair the sword. In Tinker's construct, there was this, the reinforcement. Ooh, that's gonna be a bit of a thing. Also because you're trying to think of where everything goes and you're wondering how exactly you ended up with this much stuff. Okay, let's first of all find my backpack and empty that out. And then see about grabbing a decent set of armor. Oh, going with you. We'll have the slime boots. Where did my slime boots go? There they are. And, oh, a bow. A bow would be very helpful for this endeavor. I picked up what looked like a decent one. Oh, that's just multi-shot. Breaking, insight. This one will work. Okay. We're going to go work a bit more through Twilight Forest stuff, and I think I actually need to grab this guy. Of course I forget food. I can always teleport back for more if need be. Yeah, I think over the course of the time I've been on this planet, we've moved like 16 times. And it still never fails. You always end up with more than you expected. And no matter how many times you tell yourself, I am not going to collect... Nice line. No matter how many times you tell yourself that you are not going to collect anything else, you still end up collecting other things. Okay, which direction am I going? That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Teleport. The minnow shroom. Which is obnoxious, and I always end up getting lost. Ah! Fast creeper. Ow. Oh crap. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Sad day. I forgot that they sometimes do that. I'm not entirely sure why I'm going through all of the Twilight Forest stuff. Because it's not, I don't think it's really necessary as far as mod progression goes. I mean, except for the materials that you can get through some of them. My poor sword is about to die. This is where having a That's not what I wanted to do. Teleport. Okay. Yeah, that does kind of seem to be the case. I'm trying to remember. There was something about these rooms with the torches in them. Or little offshoots with the torches in them, but I can't remember exactly what it was all about. Ow. Don't dodge out of the way of my arrows. I'm not even entirely sure exactly what it is I'm looking for. I don't remember, is it like a very distinct opening that leads you down to the next level? Or is it something that you have to try and track down? Nope, not there. I do think that I just answered my question, though, by finding that center area. Stupid cave spiders. Nope, let me go. Now the question is, where in this maze is... This just leads me back to one of the places I was, I think. There we go. That's helpful. Ah, found him. I am going to kill you first, though. Ow. I did not know that he had a range attack. Well, yeah, had. Some steel leaf. And a maze map focus. So I know that there's definitely more stuff to collect down here. And before I forget, I do need to add another death. But for now, yeah, I'm gonna need to get a bit of a better pickaxe though. Because the last two chests I tried to get to, I ended up setting off the tripwires. Like one of the iron bars fell on one of them. The other one triggered when I ended up breaking the tripwire. So I might try and take a different approach of eliminating the TNT before I try to open the chests. Okay, that's out of the way. I need to repair my sword, which I don't remember if you can do this way. No, you can't. You actually have to make the sharpening kits. How many do those take per? I don't know. But I should probably make a few of them. That's a bit of a mess. Yeah, but because of the time it takes to break through them, and the amount that you potentially have to break through, I'd rather have something with unbreaking, or at least something that's majorly reinforced. Because this one, it does some self-repair due to the wooden handle, but not quite enough to cope with the amount of bricks it might end up having to break through. And I'm a little surprised that my sword hasn't whispered to me at all this stream. Maybe because I've been walking around with the pickaxe more than the sword. I tried that once, but when I broke through the iron bar, it was just unlucky enough, or I was just out of range, that I didn't pick up the iron bar before it fell in onto the tripwire. I mean, if I replaced one of the parts with an iron part, I think that's what it is, and got magnetic, that might help some. We were both thinking in the same direction there. I know where it is now, so I might go back and try that next stream. But what I would like to try and close the stream out with is the Hydra. Ow. What did I... Okay, there's something that I missed progression-wise. So let me go home real quick. Notes on the fire swamp. Fire is a trivial obstacle for a master explorer such as myself. I have traversed seas of fire and swam through oceans of lava. The burning air here is an interesting variation, but ultimately no hindrance. What does stop me, though, is that I have encountered another protection spell, this time surrounding a mighty creature that must be king of this fire swamp. This is not the first protection spell I have encountered, and I'm beginning to unravel the mysteries of how they work. If this spell is like the others, it will be sustained by a powerful creature nearby. Surrounding the fire swamp are several wet swamps, and under those swamps are labyrinths full of minotaurs. The logical choice to bind such a spell to would be some sort of powerful minotaur, different in some way from the others that surround it. No, I didn't. I had forgotten about that part of the, I forget that Twilight Forest has a progression system. I am going to need to make more junk chests. For now, though, you guys will just go in there. Okay, but now that that's done, we should be able to head back without dying a fiery, terrible death. At least by the swamp itself. The Hydra is probably going to kill us once or twice. Can you not shoot it with arrows? Apparently not. This is gonna end so badly. Nope, 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 nope. Okay then. Waypoints, teleport. Oh. SOB has special abilities. In a hole. Ah! I could briefly hit it with an arrow, why can't I now? I am so stuck. Why does it have special abilities? Why did I spawn in immediately on fire? Why are you still trying to roast my grave? I'm not sure what's so different about one period of time over others. Okay, so that's 2 more deaths that I have to add. 3 more deaths? 3 more deaths. That would probably be a good idea. Nope, come back here. What is the recipe for TNT? That's a little out of reach. That's a little TNT. And it's healed back up. I think at this point, I might go ahead and call the battle here. Come back next stream with a new strategy. Because I have already gone a fair bit over what I normally stream. And I have a feeling that we would be caught up in that battle for a fair bit. So, yeah, I do think that I'm going to go ahead and call this stream here. Thank you very much to everyone who stopped by.